Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris and this is TMHW Gaming. Now I do know that I am a video gaming channel. For those that don't know, I did start as a music channel and I posted out of print music or music videos, but primarily it was just the audio. A lot of people don't know I'm actually a vinyl collector. And the only reason I wanted to do this video is because I was going through my 2023 purchases and noticed, because my purchasing for the year is done. I only purchase during a certain time of the year, and it's the summer, because that's when you're in preparation for Record Store Day, for Black Friday. You just finished the Record Store Day. I start between the Record Store Day that happens mid-year and Record Store Day that happens at the end of the year. I normally don't buy Record Store Day records unless it's something I'm absolutely looking for. Last year, I actually bought stuff from Record Store Day. I bought Busta Rhymes ELE 2, The Wrath of God. I bought that, which was the black and white vinyl split, and I bought Tyga's the 18th letter or the 18th dynasty or whatever it is, but it's the gold album, and the album is actually gold. This year I was more on the hunt for things that I have been trying to get and couldn't, or releases that mean something to me. I'm also looking for music from my youth. Reason being is that I'm a teenager of the 90s. Most of my music was not on vinyl, because if you remember the 90s, or if you're old enough to know the 90s, everything was on CD, and in the early 90s it was also cassette. Vinyl had left the scene by 1992. So some of the stuff that I purchased this year, very interesting. Some of it is still sealed, because when I bought the albums, they only had the regular black vinyl edition. And then, cruising through a store, in this case Walmart, they had colored variants. And so, of course, I had to get the colored variants. But I want to show you the things that I purchased in 2023. Some of it is very good. Some of it is from the 90s, and this is its first time being printed on vinyl. And some are just quirky and out there. I listen to everything. Rock, rap, jazz, country. The only thing I really don't get down with is classical, and I'm talking about opera. Because I love the symphony, and I love when the symphony does things like Stevie Wonder. And the symphonies are now, because hip-hop is 50 years old this year, the symphonies are now starting to do hip-hop in the symphony. And if you've never heard hip hop in the symphony, bro, it's awesome. So, like I said, I bought way more than this year than I was planning to. Stuff just seemed like it was popping out left and right. Some of it is new, came out this year, some of it not. So, without further ado, I'm going to start with my rap stack. Being I'm an older gentleman now, I don't listen the way I used to. To me, the kids nowadays, they can have it and run with it. Do what you do with it. I think it's amazing, right? But I'm a lyrical dude. I'm from the 90s, so lyrics mean something, and you have to be saying something in your song for it to even resonate with me. So, first album. This is the Holy Grail of 2023. The reason I'm not going to pull this out of its plastic wrap is because it's regular black vinyl. But yeah, this is the Grail of 2023. This is the album that eluded me. I mean, eluded me. And this has Godzilla. I bought it because I wanted Godzilla on vinyl, but also the song with him and Snoop from the D to the LBC is on this album, and I wanted that song as well. And then it just so happens to have Venom, which I love the song Venom. Venom is amazing, but Curtain Call 2 is mostly stuff from Relapse forward, and I'm not really into post Relapse. I did get Relapse and I got Recovery, and it wasn't, it was M on what M is on now. And I like M when M was silly and Slim Shady and all of that good stuff. So another thing that I want to say is make sure that you're checking out Amazon if you're beginning to collect vinyl. Get you a good quality plate, a good quality platter, good quality deck. I like Audio Technica. I started with an LP60. I upgraded to the LP120X USB. I'm on my second one. My first one, unfortunately, melted in a fire. House caught on fire, not the deck. And it was in the house that was on fire and it melted that way. So I had to replace the deck and got another Audio Technica LP120X USB. The good thing about those decks is that you're able to connect it to your computer and you can rip your vinyl to your computer. But check Amazon, man, because Amazon sometimes will sell stuff and don't even know what their price is. I was able to pick this up. This wasn't even expected this year. This is the Recession 2 by Young Jeezy. And this album, I really love the song Back featuring Yo Gotti. I also like The Ghetto featuring E40. He's got some really good ones. Modern Day is really good on here. Death to Me is good. Stimulus Check is good. My Reputation with Demi Lovato and Lil Duval, really good. Almighty Black Dollar with Rick Ross is really good. But the Recession 2, I paid less than $8 for this, brand new. And why I'm going to pull this one out is because this one is one of those colored variants. And so that's really why it shocked me that it was for $8. This comes on that cream white. Beautiful, beautiful pressing on the cream white. And both pieces are the cream white. And yeah, I seen it and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pass that up because it's, $8. And I like Jeezy. Jeezy is awesome. If they can get Thug 101, Thug Motivation on there, well, Thug 101, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation, if they can get that on vinyl, bro, I'm all for that. All for that. So the next find is another great piece. Agree or disagree or agree to disagree. One of the greatest lyricists out of New Orleans, Louisiana, happens to be a man that goes by the name of Michael Tyler. And if you don't know who Michael Tyler is, his name is Mystical. Now, this is another press, and this is first time being pressed on vinyl. It is a record from the 90s. This was released in 1997 on No Limit Records. Jive and Legacy from Epic is who is taking these and putting them on vinyl for certain labels, Priority, things of that nature. And Legacy is also the label that is doing like the Michael Jackson picture disc reissues and all of that stuff. The only thing that's cool about this is if you ever owned Unpredictable on CD, you know that the CD was white with blue puzzle pieces, and so they recreated it here with the vinyl art, or the label art on the actual vinyl. So that's pretty cool. But as you can see, it is just regular black, and the sound on this is nuts. I mean, nuts. A lot of these records, you have to understand that during the 90s, bass was a thing and bass was experimental still. So, they were trying to figure out how loud they can make it, how deep it could go. And there's a lot of songs on this album that would make me feel like the needle was going to jump because the bass was pounding that hard. But it's an Audio Technica deck, man. So the needle don't skip, trust me. And it beats. Dude, it beats. Mystical's Unpredictable. Yo, when I got this record, I was so happy because I am a Mystical fan. I love Mystical. Next up, I am a major fan of this guy. If you know me, if you've been around me, if you've caught me on Twitter, you understand I'm from Denver, Colorado, which is considered in the West. So I rep West Coast culture all day long because I am from the West. So, of course, when the West drops, I gotta go get it. This Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I was watching another guy today, and he had purchased this same album, and when he opened it and he pulled the vinyl out, the vinyl was a like the tannish color from the top of this, from the top of the album art. But the cool thing with this album is that I do preserve, for the most part, I'll preserve my records in the rice liners. Doesn't keep them dust free, but it does keep them from getting scratched. But it came with these, and this is the beauty of vinyl is you get the album when it does come with the album artwork. Being that I come from the 90s, come from a time where physical media was really still a thing. These are invaluable, your liner notes, man. So this does come with the liner notes. You get to see who produced the songs, wrote the songs, if the songs had samples, where those came from, and the entire thing. I did get my version from Amazon. And so, like I said, the copy that I saw today on YouTube happened to be a tannish color. I got the gray smoke, and you really can't see because it's not transparent. It just looks silver to you. This is actually it's a marbled copy. And so, as you see, one is brown, one is black, but they are both that marble color. And to me, this was an incredible album. I absolutely love it. I am a major Kendrick fan. Love Kendrick because I love anything that comes from the NWA family tree. Anything from Dre, from Cube. That's the NWA family tree. Anything from, Lil Easy E, because that's Easy Son. Anything that comes off that tree, man, I'm all for it. M comes from that tree. Snoop comes from that tree. So obviously Kendrick is going to come from that tree, being associated with Aftermath and being signed to Dr. Dre. He's part of that tree. And of the five released albums that were released, had a proper release, which would have been Good Kid, Mad City, the Untitled album, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale. I own Good Kid, Mad City, I own Damn, and I own Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, because those are my three favorite Kendrick albums. I do own To Pimp a Butterfly. I have a digital copy of that. I really enjoyed that album. It's not something that I wanted on vinyl though. Section 80 to me is a mixtape. Everyone knows Section 80 is a mixtape. It's one of the hardest mixtapes ever made from a West Coast artist ever in life. And Section 80, I haven't found it on vinyl yet, and if I do, I will pick it up. But the Untitled, was Untitled Unmastered, whatever that was called. That one, it didn't really do anything for me, so I kind of just left that is to what it is. Another amazing thing that happened last year, 2022, is that Empire, the distributor Empire, got a hold of the Blackground catalog. The Blackground label is the label that we know Aaliyah from. That was her people's label, her aunt and uncle, I believe it was. That's their label. So we got the last two albums from Aaliyah when she was still alive on Blackground. We got Timbaland and Magoo on Blackground. We got one of my favorite R&B artists to this day on Blackground, and that's Tank. And for those of you that know JoJo is a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal. One of the most beautiful voices that you could ever hear. She started with Blackground. And her debut album She was the last person to release anything on Blackground, and her debut album was out of print for almost 20 years. So just let that sink in. Almost 20 years. Her debut was out of print because no one knew what safe that the Blackground stuff was kept in. And Empire found it, got a hold of it, and was able to get it. So the next thing I want to show is Timmy Magoo's Welcome to Our World. Now I have to say rest in peace to Magoo. We did lose Magoo this year. If you're not familiar with this album is the album with Up Jumps the Boogie, Clock Strikes, Love to Love You, Smoke in the Air. This album, Clock Strikes. And Clock Strikes is the song with the Knight Rider theme. Let's see, Man Undercover from Aaliyah's on this album, and Joy from Genuine is also on this album. Oops, I'm sorry. I probably just blew y'all's whole ears out. My bad. So this is its first time on vinyl. First time. I'm not gonna remove the LPs obviously because it's regular black. It's what regular black records look like, but. Beautiful, man, beautiful, and I'm ecstatic that these are coming out. I'm waiting on them to release the Tank albums, Force of Nature and One Man. I'm waiting on those to release. I'm also waiting for the release of Aaliyah's self-titled album, Aaliyah with We Need a Resolution on it. But speaking of Tim and Magoo, I happen to be out of the place. Shout out Spin Me Round, out in Easton, Pennsylvania. They moved from Jersey to here, and I watched them on YouTube because they own a record store and they have some of the most amazing pieces. Most of the pops that you see in the back actually came from Spin Me Round. The big Halo guy back there I got from Spin Me Round. Pac, Big, and Cube came from Spin Me Round. The Batman and the Batmobile came from Spin Me Round. So all those came from Spin Me Round. Great store. If you're in the Pennsylvania, the New Jersey, the western New Jersey, northwestern New Jersey area, or the Philly area and in points north of there, on the eastern end of the state, go check out Spin Me Round. Beautiful record store, beautiful people, and tell them TMHW Gaming sent you. They know me. They know that I have a channel and I speak to them. They are very friendly and very personable when you see them in person. So just wanted to shoot that out there because this was picked up there. And I love the guys that Spin Me Round, but if they knew what they had, I would not have paid $20 for this. This is an original DJ pressing of Tim's Bio. If you get a new version, it's gonna look like the Blackground 2.0 stuff. This album actually has the same album art as the CD art from this CD. And so Tim's Bio, Live from the Basement. I'm also not going to take this out because as you can see, you can even see here, the jacket is toast. The jacket is toast. And maybe that's why I paid $20 because the jacket's toast. But to understand that this is an original 1998 pressing. It's a DJ pressing. You're not going on an album that is super rare to find. When I tell you Tim's Bio is super rare to find. You couldn't get Tim's Bio on streaming services until Empire. And I'm not sure if they even still put it up. But some of the notables from this, there's a Here We Come, so wave your hands for Missy Maganu and Timberland. Yeah, they did Spider-Man on Here We Come. They did take that Spider-Man melody, and the song is dope. But that's on here. Lobster and Scrimp with Jay-Z is on here. What You Know About This, Can't Nobody, Put 'Em On, which is my favorite song on this album. This album introduced us to Ludacris. Fat Rabbit is on this album. Twista is on this album. Of course, Aaliyah is on this album. And Genuine is also on this album. Missy is on this album. The Super Friends are on this album. But Tim's Bio, man, Life from the Basement. This is amazing work right here. Amazing work right here. So Dang it, I did it again. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. But this is my first time doing a vinyl video, so give me a break. Give me a break. It's gonna be all right. But Tim's Bio, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful press. Something else, like I said, everything ain't gonna be brand new. Another pickup from this year. I happened to be in Target. And whenever I go to Walmart and Target, I always check their vinyl section because Walmart and Target, believe it or not, gets a lot of variant copies. A lot of variant copies. My two Billy albums came from Target, and my When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go album is Glow in the Dark, and then my Happier Than Ever album is like they call it lemonade, like a pale lemonade color, but it's this beautiful like off-white, like, it's an off-white. It's a really beautiful press. I'll put a picture up on X. If I remember, I'll put a picture of it up on X. It is a beautiful, beautiful press. But I ran into the dog. Now, remember I said I'm from the West, so I'm going to rep the West. I had no idea that this had been pressed on vinyl. This album sounds amazing. Amazing. The reason I'm not going to pull this one out is because, again, it's on regular black vinyl. But amazing press, amazing sound. If you're not aware of R&G, Rhythm and Gangsta, the masterpiece, this is the album that brought us Drop It Like It's Hot, Signs with Justin Timberlake, The Business, Snoop D-O Double G. What else came on this album? It was one other one. Let's Get Blown is on this album with Pharrell. This was an amazing, amazing project. Rhythm and Gangsta. This is the album before the Blue Carpet Treatment. I believe this was the second outing with him and Pharrell. The first being Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. So this could be the third because I know there's another one. There's Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. And then there's one with Church in the title. Not too sure. But R&G, Blue Collar Treatment, those two albums were incredible. That led us into Ego Trippin' and the Snoop Dogg that we have today. The Ego Trippin' album to me is what propelled Snoop into what Snoop is today. So that was great. And the first, this is my favorite album from this group. What can I say about this group besides the South has something to say? Last year, 2022, I was able to pick up the 25th anniversary of ATLiens. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It came in a box, and not only did it have the regular album, but it also came with all the instrumentals and comic book style. It's an amazing little box that they had put together for them. But my favorite Outkast album of all time happens to be Aquemini. This is my favorite Outkast album of all time. Love this album. This, of course, is with Rosa Parks is on this album. Aquemini is on this album. The Art of Storytelling is on this album. Mamacita is on this album. And of course, the greatest Outkast song, in my opinion, of all time is on this album, Spodiote Dopalicious. I don't care who you are. Argue with your mama is how I feel about it. Spodiote Dopalicious. The hardest song Outkast has ever made on this album. So that does it for the rap that I picked up this year. This was all 2023's pickups. And of course, because it's, what it is, I'm still a fan of rap music. Like I said, it's for me now, it's the beats move me when they don't sound the same. And, unfortunately, the youngsters is talking the youngster. They talking to people their age. When it comes to new music, I'm still listening to people I was listening to when I was a teen. So you can give me the Mount Westmore with Cube, 40, Short, and Snoop. You can give me new E40 music. You can give me new Be Legit music. You can give me new Ice Cube. You can give me new Twista. You can give me new Brat. You can give me new Shauna. You can give me new Ludacris. You can give me new that stuff. But the other guys, like I said, the youngins that are out doing it now, do you always gonna support? But like I said, it's not for me, so I don't really listen to it. I've noticed, and it's also happened with my family, that the older you get, the music you listen to, it calms way down. I find myself listening to a lot more R&B than rap music these days. And I did actually have some incredible R&B finds this year. First being, of course, Black Round, One in a Million, did release on vinyl. And we know the princess, love baby girl, man. Aaliyah, she was my favorite. She was my favorite. I'm one of those that says if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have a Beyonce. Because all the stuff that Beyonce is doing, she started it. And that's just facts, dude. That's just facts. Aaliyah, One in a Million. Age is not on vinyl because Age wasn't on Black Round. Age was on Jive. And when RCA decides to pull it out of the vault and put it out, we'll get an Age album. And if they do an Age album on vinyl, I'm going to get it. Second pickup of this year would be the Ultimate Aaliyah set. And this is going to have all the hits from all her albums, from Age all the way down. And so One in a Million is on here. Let's see. We Need a Resolution from Aaliyah. Aaliyah is on here. So is Rock the Boat. Back and Forth is on here. At Your Best is on here. And then, of course, her songs from the soundtracks are on here. Let's see. You got Come Back in One Piece featuring DMX from Romeo Must Die. I Don't Wanna is also from Romeo Must Die. Are You That Somebody is on here. Let's see. Try Again is on here. If you first you don't succeed. Now, why am I going to show the Aaliyah vinyl? Because the Aaliyah vinyl is actually a special. And I don't know how many of these copies were done, but the Aaliyah was done in gold nugget. Gold nugget. And if the light was right, you could actually see. Like, it has like this foil like tint to it. If you can see there, and it's called golden nugget. And so all three look like this, and I think this was a beautiful, not just a beautiful tribute, but a beautiful press to memorialize Aaliyah because she deserves it. So this album actually was one of my first pickups during pickup season this year. Stumbled across this out at no, I stumbled across this at Target. I got this at Target. Check your Target and your Walmart. I'm telling you, man, I got this from Target. Now, mind you, I think I paid $50 for this. So vinyl is not cheap. Let's also say that. I've got records that I've paid $50 for. M was 50. This was 50. I got a couple more that were 50. Another thing that I found, and actually this is a record store day pickup from this year. Faith Evans, Faithfully. First time on vinyl. I do know that Rhino is doing the Bad Boy pressings because Rhino also did my Biggie album, the Life After Death. I do own that. So Faithfully, I wish they would have did Keep the Faith because even though I love Faithfully, this album is incredible. Keep the Faith is my favorite. Besides her debut, I don't think anything will ever beat her debut. I don't think anything will beat the debut. But Keep the Faith to me was the best. Of course, we have some beautiful liner insert for this. Has, of course, all of the credits and her thank yous. Also, when albums come with hype stickers, make sure you save your hype stickers. Make sure you save them because when you save things, first time on vinyl, if you got that hype sticker that says that, you can prove it's the first time on vinyl. Another thing that's beautiful about this press, it is a cream and black press. So, of course, one side comes on this beautiful cream. Beautiful cream. Beautiful, beautiful press, man. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pull the black one out. The black, of course, black one. This album, even though it's a double vinyl, it's only 3-sided, and the reason being is because they did an etch for Bad Boy on the fourth side. So I'm trying to get it so you can see it. But there's the etch, Bad Boy Entertainment. And I only have 2 albums with this etching on it. I have this, and then I have Creed's Greatest Hits. But I've had Creed's Greatest Hits for a couple years now, so that's why it won't be shown today. But yeah, man, I've listened to this press. This press is really nice. Really nice. The only complaint that I would have is that when it was mastered too loud. This vinyl is the vinyl is quiet, but it sounds like the music is a little bit past that 0 dB mark and floating into the red. Especially when you're working with analog, those meters are at 100% accurate. It's not like digital where you have a little bit of leeway, with where your meters are showing. Analog and going through those wires, metal tips, and all of that stuff is mad accurate. So this is a very loud press. It still sounds good, but you have to tweak your sound a little bit, because you can tell the dB is very high. Next up, Rihanna's Anti. I was shocked to see this. Another Target find. I was shocked to see this. I didn't think that they had pressed this. I didn't know that they had pressed it. I bought this on CD when it first came out for my fiance, who really enjoys Rihanna. She, I can't say she's a fan, but she enjoys Rihanna. And there's a song on this album called Desperado that she really, really loved. I like this album because I like the song Needed Me because it's produced by DJ Mustard. Now, I know you see me struggling to get it out of this, and I'm probably not going to put it back in this protective thing because not only is this a trifold, I will show you. I took it out. This is a beautiful trifold. Try not to hit the microphone, but this is a gorgeous trifold. And this is what the CD looked like as well. All of that is raised braille on the inside, but it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. And I wasn't going to pick it up when I first saw it until I saw on the hype sticker said that this album is blood red. Both pieces are this red color with the white label, but this red is so intense. And I have a few red vinyl albums. This red is super intense. Super intense. So I'll put it back in its, protective thing off camera because y'all are not gonna watch me struggle with that. I wanna keep going because this video is already super long and we're not even halfway through. I am a fan of this next person. I have been a fan for years. I think that his voice is one of the most amazing voices in music. And I think that he is one of the most incredible writers in this music. And I'm not going to no longer disrespect this person because they want to be referred to as they, them. And that, of course, would be Sam Smith. This is Gloria. And we all know when we first heard Unholy, we know how we felt. Funny thing about it is that that's not the song that really made me want to go get this record. And the reason I'm actually going to show this record to you is because I think that this is one of the most creative. This is one of the most creative stickers stickers that I've seen. That is cool. That's how he felt. That's how he felt, and you can tell because this is the theme of this album. All those things that you see right there. That is the theme of this album. And so, I like when artists really lean into their artistry. And Sam does it every single time he steps out. But for me it was I'm Not Here to Make Friends. That was a song that really got me. I love people that can live in their truth, be in their truth, speak their truth, be unashamed about their truth. And of course the writing, all of this is this gold. This stuff is gold foil on the back. Beautiful, beautiful. Sam Smith's Gloria. This is also my youngest Pooh. I've spoken about him before. Pooh is like me. He's very into music, and he is an avid Sam Smith fan as well. He loves Sam Smith, but he also loves Imagine Dragons. So I've got a couple of Imagine Dragons vinyls, but I didn't buy any Imagine Dragons this year, so that's why it's not here. Next, we go to the beautiful city of Chicago, and I love this young lady. I have known about this young lady since Timbaland introduced her to the world with the song Million. And I have followed this young lady, and I love what she does. I love her creativity. I love her sound. I love her niche. I love everything that she does. And I listen to these records over and over and over again, even though I'm not home a lot because I work and, I'm on the road a lot. So I listen to these streaming. But when I'm home, they do go on my turntable and I do play them. I play them. And so first one that I got, and of course I'm going to show you the vinyls because these are special editions. One is actually a only 1,000 were pressed, and so I was able to get one. First one, the artist is Tink. She's from Chicago. This is the first one, Heat of the Moment. And there's an album that she did before Heat of the Moment. It's called Hopeless Romantic. And I wanted it because they did press that one as well. But I don't think they're pressing it anymore. So Heat of the Moment, this is an awesome album. The songs that I love off of here is Chasing, Regret, Rebel featuring Jeremiah is real good. Selfish and Young with Young Blue. Heat of the Moment, the title track is amazing. F&B is amazing. This is the first album with Hitmaker, the producer Hitmaker, who is I want to say he's EP on these projects. So this is the first. I'm only going to show you one, and hopefully I can get this one in the light right. They call this Sunburst Orange. And there you go. You can see it. Let me pull it this way. You can see it. If I can get it tilted, you can see. They call this one Sunburst Orange. This is so beautiful. And it's a transparent color. So it's transparent, very transparent. So when you hold it up to the light, you can see through it. But yeah, that sunburst is killing them. I can see it. That is amazing. So yeah, Sunburst Orange on this. Tink, she is an amazing writer. Not for everybody, because Tink is she's very toxic. Very toxic. But I love to hear Tink talk her stuff. I love to hear her talk her stuff. So the next album we have, of course, is also from Tink. This is the one that was 1,000 copy run, and that is Pillow Talk. I think they pressed more than 1,000 of these, but the variant, they only pressed 1,000. And I do have the hype sticker for this, so I'll pull it out because it actually tells me what this is called. But this is the pressing. I actually put this up on X one morning. I was listening to it, and I just happened to say, isn't this a very beautiful press? Let me see if I can let me get the hype sticker out so that we can have proof of what it is. Purple and white galaxy vinyl is what they call it. Limited to 1,000 copies. So, Tink's Pillow Talk. And the list of people she got on here. Chains, 2 Chainz. I love Money Long. I wish they put that album on vinyl. Oh my God. Public Displays of Affection. Oh my God. Money Long is incredible. But back to Tink, man. This album has a lot of really good songs on it. I put this on and I can let this just rip. Going Bad, Switch, Opposite, Goofy, Cater featuring 2 Chainz, Throwback. Oh my God. I love when they go back and they pay homage to the songs from the 90s. Throwback is incredible. Throwback is incredible. I also like Mine featuring Money Long. But that's just some of the songs that's on here. And the crazier part is when you go and look at the track list and you're gonna say he just named those in order. Well, when I tell you you can listen to this album front to back without skipping, I can just name them in order, and you know every song that I named to you is fire. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so Pillow Talk, amazing, amazing album. Her and Hitmaker, they were hitting their stride with this album, and it shows. It shows. But this is Tink. There you go, executive producer Hitmaker. Hitmaker's a well-known producer, y'all. If you listen to R&B, if you listen to rap, and just so you really know, Hitmaker used to be known as Young Berg, the rapper Young Berg. That's Hitmaker. Hitmaker makes really good beats. He's got a really good ear, man. Beautiful, beautiful observation of talent this guy has. So shout out to him. And so the last Tink album, all three of these were bought this year, by the way. Last Tink album is Thanks for Nothing. This was released this year. Let's see if I can get it so you can actually see the album, because I know that plastic is super. But yep, Thanks for Nothing. This is on Berry Tie Dye. And I was like, why are you calling it Berry Tie Dye? Because it ain't tie dye nothing. What is amazing though is I actually go ahead and pull this out, because I pulled this off my turntable. This is the last record I was listening to. But say this is not dope. Say that's not dope. They put a whole heart. The back, regular. The front, heart. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. My favorite song on this album is actually I'm the Catch. Save Your Soul is awesome, but I'm the Catch. I'm the Catch. Oh my goodness. So that's that for that. And we're almost through. We're almost through it. This is a long video, man. Long video. So, couple that I have that are not open that I have that okay, let's try that again. So, a couple that I have that are not open because I have them already open. Regular Black. When I tell you, check out your Walmarts and your Targets. 24K Magic. I have this. It's open. This one obviously is not. This is a Walmart exclusive gold vinyl. So this is still sealed. We know what that is. No need to say. And also, same here. I didn't put this in a protective thing, although I should have. This is also unopened. Bruno's debut on yellow vinyl. So love Doo-Wops and Hooligans. Love 24K Magic. Those are my two favorites. And my last piece for 2023 is going to be Beyonce's Renaissance box set. This I paid $70, I want to say I paid for this. Well worth it. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. The vinyl is nothing special. It's all on 180 gram vinyl, so it's really heavy vinyl, which makes the noise the noise level, it's pretty much non-existent. But the thing with 180 gram vinyl is that you have to turn your system up a lot louder because the vinyl is that quiet. But in this box set, we got this beautiful book. Beautiful book. And I'll just show you some of the stuff. Beautiful book. I am a Beyonce fan. I'm not going to say I'm in the Beehive, but I am a Beyonce fan. I love B. I love her creativity. I love what she does. Lemonade was a great album. I I love this because of who she was doing it for, the community she was doing it for, and it's a very beautiful statement. And she went all out. She went all out. But the pictures, this is an entire art book with just pictures of her. Of course, you have your liner notes, as you see here. You have your liner notes and stuff in this book, but it's like she spared no expense. It's like she spared no expense to make this and to do this. She spared no expense, and the album is great. The album is great. I absolutely love the album. I've listened to it front to back. This is one that sits, okay, so I have two crates. I have a crate with the stuff that I listen to. It's all active, what I call active. And then I have a crate that has my vinyl in it that I have. A lot of it is a lot older, like my Commodores or Ohio Players or Doobie Brothers and stuff like that. But also my box sets are in there. My Crown Jewels are in there. So my Pac, All Eyes on Me vinyl is in there. Biggs, Life After Death is in there. The Michael Jackson Legacy set is in there. Couple others that are in there, and even very recent releases. So that's the R&B that I bought this year. And look, we are way in, and we have not finished because we've got one more set to do. Like I said, I listen to a lot of different genres. So what you're gonna see here is my alternative and rock pickups for 2023. The first, even though this is not a 2023 release, I don't think so. Oh, it is a 2023 release. I am a fan of Billie Eilish. I'm a fan of a lot of stuff to come out the West. And we know these are some LA natives. This is Phineas. This is her brother. This is Optimist. This is a very incredible album. Phineas is incredible as a songwriter. If you didn't know, what blew Billy up is a song that Phineas wrote called Ocean Eyes. That's what blew Billy up. If you didn't know, this is the guy that all of those amazing beats that Billy be on, this is the guy that makes them. And so why am I pulling this album out? Because it's on a variant. Beautiful liner. Beautiful liner, man. Beautiful liner. But beautiful, beautiful white. Beautiful white. I love the font that's on the label. I love the font that he used, the entire thing. But incredible album. If you haven't heard Optimist, if you have a DSP, stream it. This album is incredible. Let me some of the standouts from this album also comes with the lyric sheet, so you can get the lyrics and sing along with your man. Sing along with your boy. All the words are here. Sing along with your boy. You don't get this in the DSPs. You know what I'm saying? This is why physical is so amazing, because some of them will print your lyric sheets. A concert 6 months from now is incredible. Only a Lifetime is incredible. The 90s is incredible. The Kids Are All Dying is incredible. Happy Now, which is my second favorite song on this record. It gives me the vibe of Bossa Nova, and it also gives me the vibe of Billy Bossa Nova. I think those two songs were made around the same time. Love is Pain is a great song. Hurt Locker is a great song. What They'll Say About Us is a great song. But Medieval is my favorite song on this record. Medieval. It feels a little medieval. If you ask me, like I'm watching a sequel I've already seen. Can tell you what happens to the new king when he goes out of fashion. I want my money back now. Oh boy, I can't really go in and go hard, but yo, Optimist. If you haven't got it, and you don't listen to vinyl, and you don't got a CD player, and you got Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, however you get your music, listen to this album. This album is incredible. Incredible. I ran across a Nails record. This is not new, but it's not old. Not the actual events. Incredible Oh my God. And the sound is insane. The sound on this album is insane. Insane. I'm not going to open this. It's regular black, so nothing spectacular, but Nine Inch Nails, and I've been a fan of Nails since 1994. Matter of fact, let me show you. Finally, on vinyl for the public's consumption, The Downward Spiral. Nothing special about this vinyl either. It is black. But this was what, we loved Pretty Hate Machine. That was a great record. But once we got closer, once we got Piggy, once we got Hurt, bro, this changed the game. Changed it. This is what made industrial what it really is. This is when we finally listened to Smashing Pumpkins and said they trying to be Nails. That's just me. That's my opinion. But that's what I thought about it. No one can do Nails like Nails, man. Plain and simple. Trent Reznor, shout out, my dude. This sounds incredible. This pressing sounds so good. So if you're collecting, no, you can get this. It is readily available. The Downward Spiral. If I find any variants, trust me, I'm going to get it. Next up, rest in peace, Chad Bennington. I found The Hybrid Theory. This is another album that I found at Target. And what made me pick it up is because I have it on CD and also have it digitally. I have the digital version. But what made me grab this, I'm going to show it to you. I said I have a bunch of red records. No lie. I thought this was incredible. This record sounds insane. I'm going to go on a limb here and say the vinyl sounds better than the CD. This record is so good. I love Hybrid Theory. Love Hybrid Theory. But yeah, record sounds insane. Sounds really good. We know Paper Cut. We know Crawling. We know Numb. We know the songs that came off this record that were really incredible. With You, by myself, In the End. Yeah. Great album. Great album. Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. Next, another one of my favorites, Mr. Jonathan Davis. I did pick up Issues. I have Issues. Issues is my favorite Korn album. And was upset because whoever mastered that did a horrible job. The music sounds muddy on that. This is not the same. Follow the Leader, Freak on a Leash, Children of the Corn featuring Ice Cube. This was a great record. Great record. The follow up to Life is Peachy. Why am I pulling this out? I told you I have a bunch of red records. So of course, Korn. And I love when they do that label sticker, man, and they do it the exact as the CD. I love that. Because those of us that had this on CD, when we see that sticker, we go, whoa, right? So beautiful red press here. Sounds so good. Whoever mastered this should have mastered Issues. All I'm saying. Because we all know Freak on a Leash, that was the hit that knocked it out of the park. But we all know Issues is what broke the ground for them. So all I'm saying, we're almost done. A couple records left, guys. Couple records left. I didn't think this was going to take this long. But I actually had a massive vinyl haul this year. And I doesn't make any sense. It was so many good releases that came out this year, man. So many. Here's another. This is a Best Buy grab. Red Hot Chili Peppers' Greatest Hits. This is a Best Buy grab. And of course, I'm from the West. I'm always going to represent my boys, my peeps that come out the West. Peppers is no different. No different. Beautiful, beautiful off-white. Beautiful off-white. And sounds insane. Sounds insane. So, yeah, Peppers missed the greatest hits. Under the Bridge, Give It Away, Californication, Scar Tissue, Other Side, Suck My Kiss, By the Way, Breaking the Girl, My Friends. Man, do I need to keep going? Do I? We know Peppers, and we know what Peppers is, man. We know what Peppers is. Shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to them boys. All right. So I just really started getting into Panic and I saw this record. I said, let me grab it. And I listened to it and I like it. Viva Las Vengeance. I like this album. This was a blind listen. I was looking for a different album. But so this was a blind listen and I absolutely enjoyed it. Look. I absolutely enjoyed this album. This is also done on a very, very special coloring. And a lot of people, when they do so this one was done on a dark red. And beautiful, beautiful. The red vinyls are incredible, but that's why I wish my Tech 9 pickups were this year because come on, zoom. My special effects is on black and red splatter, but it's not a pickup from this year, so I'm not going to showcase it. I can't believe that I bought all of this in the course of 4 months, because that's about how long record buying season is for me. About 4 months, and it's in the summertime when it's our most busiest time of the year because I have extra money for vinyl. That's when I go out and I do my vinyl stuff. Another record store day pickup from this year. The Gorillaz on picture disc, Demon Days. This is my favorite Gorillaz album because Feels Good Inc. is on here. This was engineered loud. Very loud. It's not distorted, but it's loud. It kicks. Demon Days, man. It is a 2-disc set. And the reason I'm going to open this and show you is because if you know the Gorillaz, you know they're an animated band. And so each disc has each member of the Gorillaz. So the deal with picture discs, if they're not done right, they're very loud, they're very noisy, a lot of popping and whatnot. But if they're done correctly, Janae Aiko, Chilombo, done correctly. I can also report Demon Days, done correctly. So beautiful, beautiful. And then my last pickup for 2023. This record actually sits in my crate to the side with all of the specials in it. And MCR, man, is an amazing band. If you're an MCR fan, you're an MCR fan. If not, you kind of just pass by it and you're like, yeah, okay. I thought that this issue was great. Great. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Black Parade. And this is a special. I believe this one did come with a hype sticker. Let me see. Because it'll tell you the reasoning behind this press. No, I thought this one had one. See? Yeah, I thought so. So, here's your hype sticker. And we know that Welcome to the Black Parade is an older release. So I'm not sure if this was ever pressed on vinyl. I think what they did was gorgeous with the inside with the vinyl sticker. That's beautiful. I've only played this record once because the records that are in that box with the specials, I don't want to spin too often. Not because I think it's a bad record, but because some of these, the value shoots up a lot faster than others. But these are my record pickups, and I wanted to do a video because, like I said, even though, you know, my channel now is a gaming channel, um, my channel is a gaming channel, but yet and still, I am still very much into music. I do collect vinyl every year. I do make sure that I go and I pick up, you know, the things that are calling to me. And I didn't know I had spent that much money this year on records, but it happened. So there's my record pickups for 2023. It'll be the only vinyl video I do this year. And if you guys checked it out, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm mostly here for gaming, and that's really what I do. But, you know, if you felt that I you know, did okay here, and especially for my first vinyl video, go ahead and hit that like button for me, man. I'd greatly appreciate it. But with that, there is no more. So even in the gaming videos, I'm going to say it here. Please remember, fellas and young ladies, everyone out there, love is life and life is laughter. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.